What's going on YouTube? It's Gary, back again as always. I'm coming to you today, Thursday, what is today's date? March 7th, with a comic haul. Went to the comic book store, I got all my weekly books, a couple from last week that I didn't get to pick up. I picked up 2 Silver Age back issues that I thought were really nice looking, and then I picked up a huge key issue for me personally. I know a lot of y'all have it already. So it's not a big deal to you guys, but for me it's one that I've wanted since I started collecting comics. Haven't come across it for the right price and the right condition. My shop had it, they held on to it for me, and so I had to pick it up today. That'll be the last book out of my haul that I show you. And then I also have an unpackaging to do, so that will be right after I show my haul, and I believe it's from Cacti 88, but there's no return address, so I don't know yet till I open it, but I'm pretty sure it's comic books that I bought from him. If they are, he still has books up for sale and trade. You guys should check out his videos. Big shout outs to you, man. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show my comic books. I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. Band in the background is a band called Last Call. So good. I've liked them for a really long time, ever since they put out their first 7-inch record, probably 2.5, 3 years ago. And when I was hanging out with my boys from Pentimento, they told me that they got to tour with them for a while. I'm so jealous they got to see them every night on tour, because I still have yet to see them, and they're such a good band, such a talented, passionate band you guys should check out. Last Call, I believe they're from Nevada or from California. I may be wrong on that, but regardless, they're amazing no matter where they're from. And before I get started, I'm going to give a big special shout out to Gabe. If you're watching this, my man, it's crazy that we've been talking so much over the last day. You know, just started communicating over a hat on Instagram, and then we started kicking each other on our iPhones on Kick, the app. I'm not sure if everyone out there has it or has heard of it. Basically like old school AIM, but for the new generation. And you know, it's just funny how you just click with somebody, and me and this kid have been talking. So big shout outs to you, Gabe. Like I said, man, if you ever feel like coming to the East Coast, I know you're far from it, but you got somewhere to stay, man. April 1st, I'm getting my own place. So if you want to come kick it, just let me know. You got somewhere to crash, my man. So, back to comic books. First one, these are going to be out of order. I just put them in bags and boards. I didn't put them in any order. They're not, you know, DC, Marvel, and Independent or whatever. Batman Detective Comics number 18. Such a great cover, of course. Everyone already knows what happened to Damian, and he's holding his outfit there. So such a great cover. This is one of the the Penguin's been featured in a little bit of Detective Comics, but this is going to be a huge Penguin art, the start to it. So I'm excited about that. I read through a little bit of it. The Joker's also in this still. So excited to see what that's all about. I haven't completely read it. I just skimmed through it. This is All New X-Men number 7, the variant edition. It was sitting there with number 8, so I had to pick it up because I hadn't grabbed it yet. Iron Man number 7. The story is alright. It's not that big of a deal, but what gets me buying this book every month or every few weeks whenever it comes out is the artwork inside and the colors. The inking is beautiful. So if you guys haven't checked it out, even if you don't buy it, just you know, when you go to your local comic book store or whatever, just look through it. The inking in it is beautiful. It's breathtaking. The finale to Colder, haven't read it yet. This is probably going to be the very first thing I do after I make this video is read this, because it has been so damn good. If you're into any horror comics whatsoever, this is so damn good. Pick it up. Number 5 of 5. Also, Age of Ultron, had to pick it up. Number 1. It's going to be one of Bendis' last writings on an Avenger title. So I'm very excited to see what happens in this. Kind of cheesy, you know, shiny first printing of this, but I had to pick it up. I read the story. It was alright. Spidey got the shit beat out of him, and Captain America at the end is sitting there all beat up, so it was kind of confusing because he wasn't featured in any of the story until the last panel. So interested to see what happens in this. Another number 1 by Oni Press. Helium, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Skimmed through it, didn't read it, but it looked really good. The artwork was alright. I'm excited to read it. The same guy that's writing this is the same one that wrote Six Gun, which I've heard from a lot of people is very, very good. Big shout outs to Oddfellow Thoughts. I know you've been trying to get everyone to read it. And so I'm definitely going to, if I ever see, the trade of it, I'll pick it up. I know you got 5 trades. You're trying to trade people or sell people. If you see this video, I'd be interested. Definitely from getting one of those from you. Daredevil End of Days, number 6 of 8. Bendis also reading this. Been alright. I'm just picking it up till the end because I'm already 2 books out. So 2 books out from the end. All New X-Men, number 8. There's like nothing to this book. It's like 5 pages. So I haven't read it yet, but it's legit like 5 pages. Like you can't even. All you can see is the back because it's so thin. Alright, down to Superior Spider-Man. I just finished reading this before making this. This is one of those titles that the second I get it in my hands, I have to read it because as much as I don't want to like it, it is so damn good. So I read it. They may have really fucked up, as you can tell from the cover, what happens in this. I don't know. A lot of people might be turned off because of what Spidey does in this issue. But, I don't know. A lot's going to be changing, and saw a preview in my Marvel previews. The Avengers is kicking him out, so that's definitely what's going to be happening after this issue. It's definitely going to be interesting. Lot 13. This had an awesome ending. It was kind of slow paced until the end. I definitely think it could have been an ongoing series, but obviously Steve Niles didn't want it to be that way. He just wanted it to be a 5-part series, so the conclusion, it's really not bad. You guys should definitely pick it up if you see it at your local comic book store or online. Or buy it in trade when it comes out, Green Lantern number 17. My shop was all out last week, so I had to pick that up this week. Cover's pretty sick. I got number 18 in here too. I don't know. I picked this up for my girl. Monsters Inc. Perfect Date. And I'm pretty stoked because, Marvel bought Disney. And I'm thinking, since they're doing this, maybe they're going to start doing other Disney titles. Maybe like some Toy Story or Up. I'd be stoked on that. I'm probably going to read it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to read this shit. But I bought it for my girl. She's going to be so stoked when she gets home and sees this. So, mainly bought it for her. Mara, number 3. It's been pretty good so far. Interested to see where it goes. And, of course, David Wood. You can't go wrong. Or Brian Wood. I'm sorry. David Wood. Oh, fucking Down to Nothing vocalist. Brian Wood. Gotta love Brian Wood. And this hasn't been too bad. I'm interested to see what happens in number 3 and where this goes. Animal Man, number 18. Don't care for the cover, but I'm interested to see what happens in the story. Here it is. Green Lantern, number 18. I'm only picking up Green Lantern titles. I'm not picking up all the tie-ins. I'm not interested. I just want to read just Green Lantern. I don't want to have to buy all these different books. I did it for Batman, obviously, because he's my favorite character. But I ain't going to do it for that shit. Being straight up with you. Swamp Thing number 18. This is probably between Detective Comics and this. Probably my cover of the week. It's just a beautiful cover. You really can't go wrong. I mean, the colors, the drawing. It's just beautiful. And then I picked up one back issue of Chew. Number 23. Michael Jordan's number, Any back issues of Chew that I don't have, that I find, I gotta pick up. I think it was only $1, so I had to pick it up. Alright, and then back to the back issues. I picked up, everyone that's been watching my videos knows that I've been collecting a lot of the Spectre stuff. Got his first and second appearance. And my favorite character is Batman, so really can't go wrong with this book. Brave and the Bold, Batman, and the Spectre. It's in pretty good condition. I'd give it a VG. Silver Age book. It's got a couple little creases, and, the color on it isn't, as I'm sure, not nearly as good as it was the day it came out, but other than that, I mean, there's not really that much wrong with it. I checked it out. I read it. It's a pretty good read. So I give it a VG, but I just wanted to own it because of the two characters. And then I got this strictly for the cover. I really want to start picking up Silver Age Aquaman books. But this cover, you couldn't go wrong with it, and it was dirt cheap. It's in really great condition. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. No spine wear. Both of the staples are in place, not rusted, not detached cover, boxy corners. So I'm gonna stop rambling to show you guys. Aquaman number 12. The colors are beautiful. I'm so stoked to have gotten this. Paid $7 for it. I mean, can't really go wrong. Silver Age Aquaman number 30. And the other one was Brave and Bold number 75. Sorry, kind of got off in a got sidetracked. So those are the two back issues, and now on to my key issue that I've been wanting ever since I started collecting comics. And like I said, I just couldn't find it for the right price and the right condition. This book is guaranteed at least a 9.4. And it is New Mutants number 98, the very first appearance of Deadpool and Domino. But I got it obviously for the Deadpool first appearance. I am so stoked to have this. It's in real thick Mylar. I'm so glad to be holding this in my hand and having it. I know that some of y'all, it's like, okay, so what? It's New Mutants 98. But to me, it's definitely one that I've wanted for a while. I came across it the very first time I went into a comic book store. I saw it and I was like, damn, it's a cool cover. Like, I don't know who Deadpool is. I don't know the character at all. And it was $60, and I was like, shit, that's a lot of money for a comic book. Went home, did my research, and I thought, damn, that's a really reasonable price. I'm going to go pick it up. Went back, and it was gone the next day. So, I've seen it here and there, but it's always way overpriced. And the price I got for this, unbeatable. And the condition, I mean, it is, I'm sorry about the glare, but it is a beautiful book. I know it's more of a current book, shouldn't really be anything wrong with it. Checked it out, took it out, looked it all over. Beautiful book, and I'm so stoked to have it. Big shout outs to my girlfriend who helped me, and she paid half for this book because she knows how long I've wanted it. She was going to try to get it for me for Christmas, but every time I saw it, it was too overpriced, and I didn't want her paying that much for it. So she went halves with me, and I love you, babe. I really do appreciate it. Can't wait for you to get home from work in a couple hours so we can spend some time together. All that good stuff. But so I'm super stoked to have this. As if you can't tell, I've been rambling on for like 20 million hours about it. So that's what that is. I told the guys in my comic book store that I probably won't be there for the next 3 weeks. So that means you guys won't see any more pickups for like the next 3 weeks to a month. And if you guys have been talking to me lately or you've been following my videos, you know that my girl and I are getting our own place, single family house, so we can get our dog. We really want to get a pit bull. We move in April 1st. And we are so stoked, but obviously with that comes first month's rent and security deposit, which is first month's rent. So by the 1st, I've got to have $2,000 saved up, which means I can't spend any more money on comics, at least until I get moved in. So yeah, so that's what's going to be happening. I'm going to try to do some reviews on books and trades. I might show off some of my record collection because I got a couple requests for that. So I'm definitely not going to be, MIA for 3 weeks, but it won't be any more comic book hauls. It'll be other stuff. Just continuously communicate with all of you guys and gals. So enough rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this guy right here as I hit myself in the face with it. Very awesome packaging. Sorry, it's taking a few minutes. He wrapped it real good. I'd always rather take a couple minutes to unbox it because it's wrapped really well than to unwrap it really fast and get everything fucked up in the mail. So sorry if it's taking a few minutes. This is why I don't really like doing unboxings live or on video, because they always take forever and I feel like you guys get bored. I don't want you guys to get bored while watching my stuff. That's no fun. Alright. So let's see what's going on here. Alright. So stoked. Alright. So first I got John Constantine's Hellblazer, and it is number 1. So stoked on that. As well as the Goon number 2. I am currently looking for number 1. If anyone has any extras that they'd like to sell or trade, let me know. The Goon number 2. Alright, this book is one that I've been wanting for a while, and I'm stoked to finally have it. DC Comics presents Superman and the Masters of the Universe. And this is the first Masters of the Universe's appearance in a comic book. So I am super stoked to own this now. I also got, damn, this is in really good condition. I'm stoked on this. 100-page DC special of Batman, and it is number 258. It's in really good condition. That you fucked things up. Sorry, this band's just way too good. You guys need to check them out. And then the last thing that I got from Cacti number 88. Cacti 88, check his stuff out. I am super stoked to get this. Also in really, really great condition. I'm going to stick this in some Mylar. And it is a book, another key issue that I've wanted for a while. Just haven't picked it up because the price wasn't right. Waited and waited and waited. Price was right, so I had to pick it up. Amazing Spider-Man. And it's a cover that everybody knows and most people already have. But if you don't have it, you need to go get it. Amazing Spider-Man, number 252. Such a recognizable cover. Everyone that knows comics has seen this title, has seen this cover. And it is the first black suit appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man. I already have number 8 of... Damn, I forgot the title of the book. It's number 8. It's the first black suit. So I got this now to go along with that. So I'm super, super, super pumped about that. Thanks again, Cacti88. I'm so glad that I had a little bit of money in my bank account. I forked over a little bit of money, and he gave me some, sent me some great comics. He definitely has some awesome ones. If I had more money, I would have bought a lot more from him. Those are the ones that I really need to pick up. And you guys should definitely check it out, Cacti88. I'll put the link down below. Check it out. You guys can get some really awesome comics for definitely fair prices, if not below fair. So yeah, that's my video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. It's 20 minutes of a lot of rambling and showing off a few comic books. Let me know what y'all think and what's going on with y'all. Leave comments down below. If you like what you see, hit the like button. If you haven't seen my videos before, and it's the first time you've seen them, make sure to, subscribe if you like what you see. I got a couple shout outs real quick of new subscribers. The last video that I was at, I had 301 subscribers. And now I am at, I believe, 326. Might be 325. Mr. White Sox 453, Dinozords, Derek B. Wheels, Survivor Craft 360, Cosmo Bosco 771, Scott Grady, Harry Monster 666, Scott Slasher World. I appreciate all the new subscribers, and sorry if I didn't get everybody. I know I didn't get everybody. I have a really bad habit of deleting emails as soon as I get them. And that's really the only way you can actually see if someone, all your new subscribers, because you can't really see them on YouTube. It's not in the list that people add you. It's just random or in alphabetical order. So, but anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. Of course, if y'all need to talk about anything or want to talk, get a hold of me. Contact me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I just made a new Twitter for this, for the community and for comic books in general. Following a lot of the writers and artists, following a lot of you guys, and a lot of y'all followed me back as well. It's going to be different than my personal account. I follow way too many on my personal account, and I can't really keep track. So that's why I did that. Don't be afraid to follow me. Mongo Stomp Time is my Twitter name. And I look forward to hearing from all y'all. Have a good one. Have a safe and fun weekend. And if y'all get a hold of me, I'll be talking to you. Later.